Hey everyone, this is Seth and I am with
Logan.
And this is a YouTube channel, Out of the Box. Now, this weekend, and usually most weekends, I like to toy hunt, as does Logan. And we hit all kinds of places from Target, Walmart, our favorite Toys R Us, to sometimes flea markets, secondhand stores, Goodwill, you name it. And so for this episode, we want to share with you a couple things that we found in the past couple days. So let's find out what's in the box. Now I think first of all, we need a box to show you. Look at all this stuff. Holy smokes. Alright, well let's just go with the biggest thing first. This is the Playmobil Ghostbusters Slimer and Hot Dog Stand. This is actually the last piece that I needed in my Playmobil setup. So I actually had a $5 off coupon at Toys R Us and decided I might as well go and get the last thing. So now I actually have a complete set of Playmobil Ghostbusters. Now, something that there's a couple things here that I'm going to bring up next that I'm always kind of on the fence about. Now, I am a huge Marvel Legends action figure collector. The thing is that sometimes there's exclusives. They're usually around 20 bucks, so it has to be a figure anymore that I really love. Perhaps a character that I don't have, like for instance, I have multiple Star-Lords, multiple Incredible Hulks. So I like to look for characters in series that don't have more than one in the whole Marvel Legends line, which generally doesn't exist. So on Friday, I actually got this guy, which is the Human Torch, or Johnny Flame from the Fantastic Four series. Now this guy in particular is a Walgreens exclusive. You can't get him anywhere else that I know of except for Walgreens. Now Logan, what do you think about this guy?
I think he's really cool. And he is like my favorite Fantastic Four character.
Yeah, that's true. He's one of my favorite also. And actually, a lot of these items we're going to do reviews of each one. I just kind of want to do a big unboxing. Now, going with Marvel Legends, this is a guy that I absolutely love. One of my hands down favorite Marvel characters in the whole universe. I cannot wait for his own Netflix show to arrive the next month or two, and that is this guy. I don't know if you can see him that well. It is the Punisher Marvel Legends figure. He's actually part of, I don't think it's labeled this way, but I would call it the Netflix series of Marvel Legends. They're at Walmart. I've seen them at Target, I believe. This guy I actually got at Walgreens. The nice thing about Walgreens is, as of today, I got him for $16.99. All I had to do was sign up for the Walgreens discount card, and I got the $3 off. So that's really worth it in itself. I highly recommend, on a side note, Netflix, the Marvel shows. I know myself personally, I've seen all the Daredevil. I've seen a few episodes of the other shows. Very well done. That's something I'm lacking on, is just getting back into it. But either way, those are two Marvel Legends that I've been wanting and I'm excited to have in my collection. Now, I was at a store around here called St. Vincent's. I think that they're actually nationwide. I don't go into St. Vincent's very often, and that's mainly because they're kind of expensive. They're not like Goodwill. I think Goodwill has overall better prices on stuff. That, and I don't usually find a lot of what I'm looking for at places like Goodwill or St. Vincent's as it is. I'm not as lucky as some of you guys out there that can find stuff, that have that nose, that want to dig through a bunch of stuff. But today I actually found some cool things. Let's start out with the big boy here. This might be kind of hard to see. In fact, I'll just try and get it right in here on the camera. kind of tough, but it's basically a giant Ziploc bag of Happy Meal toys. Now, you're probably thinking, Happy Meal toys? Who the heck collects those? A lot of people collect Happy Meal toys, especially these. I'm seeing vintage, looks like 1980s Fraggle Rock toys, some Mario stuff, some Muppet Babies or Muppets, some Sesame Street items. I have not opened this yet. I'm going to wait for our official review of this. $3.99, St. Vinny's. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad I stopped. Now, Logan, do you know what Fraggle Rock is?
Mm-mm.
Do you know who the Muppets are?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, they're like these stuffed animal things that can like talk and move around. I've seen all of their movies, and I think it's really cool. So, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. We all love the Muppets, and we all love Fraggle Rock, and unfortunately I think Fraggle Rock's almost a little bit out of this dude's span of things, but we can always introduce him to that. Now, next, lastly, is I got some comic books. Now, if you know me, you know I'm not a hardcore comic book collector like some of you guys. I do read some books. Logan's got quite a few books of his own. I do collect graded slabbed comics for future investment purposes, certain keys that I absolutely love. But again, today, St. Vinny's, I gotta give a shout out. St. Vincent's secondhand store, Albany, Oregon. You guys really stepped up. You had some cool stuff. As soon as I walk through the front doors, guess what I see? I see a tilting rack of hundreds of comic books. Now, again, I'm not a huge comic book guy. I just kind of look for what I see, what I like. Now, Logan, what are some of your favorite comic book characters?
Some of my favorite comic book characters are like the DC ones, like Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, a lot of stuff that's really cool.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. In fact, I'm glad you said DC, because what I got is some really sweet DC comic books. So I found these bad boys basically because I kind of have a little bit of history with this certain character, and that is Superboy. A little bit of backstory on Superboy. We go back to the Superman Doomsday whole storyline. Doomsday kills Superman. Spoiler, Doomsday does kill Superman. If you've seen the last movie that was out in the theater, it happened. Now, I don't know if it's going to happen like this in the movie, but in the storyline, Superman dies, and then you've got this handful of other Supermen that show up on Earth. And one of those Supermen is Superboy. Check that out. That cover is awesome. I don't really know anything about these stories. I just basically kind of picked them on condition and the cover of them. What do you think about that one, Logan?
I think it looks really cool.
Yeah, it does look really cool, and this is actually Infinite Worlds, Infinite Doomsdays. So Doomsday's hand was coming out of the ground on that one. This one is pretty sweet. It's Superboy getting struck by lightning. Just love the color. Again, you know, I don't know the story. In fact, I don't even know the year. Let's look here and see. 1997. So yeah, hey, 20 years old. We do have, this is kind of a different one. I thought I had all Superboy, but I actually got an Amazing Spider-Man. And there's Johnny Flame on the cover, right, along with our figure that we got. There's that one. Now this one I thought was very, very cool. This is another Superboy Losing It Part 1 from, let's see what year here, 1996. But I just love how many characters are on that thing. The colors of it, the artwork is just absolutely beautiful. What do you think about that one, Logan?
I think it looks so cool. There's like a lot of green people that look like Hulk guys. Yeah, that's true. Green is really a prominent color on that one. Now, here you have this one, Hypertension Pulse Pounding Part 3, Superboy Black Zero Strikes.
I don't know who Black Zero is. Forgive me, my nerd friends out there. But I just thought that is a badass comic book cover. And last but not least, this is a character I recognize and love, like most of you out there. Idol Worship Superboy fired up with the Green Lantern. Very cool colors. I love the red. I love the green. Just absolutely beautiful. We even actually have a Jurassic Park The Lost World advertisement on the back. What do you think about that, Lo?
It looks so cool, and I like how there's like, kind of looks like green blue kind of in the fire.
Yeah, it absolutely does. Like they're riding the green through the fire so they don't get hurt. Not that they could probably get hurt anyways. All right, guys. Well, that's it for this Out of the Box episode. Again, this is just something new we're trying to start, you know. Just talking about things we pick up, sharing our lives with you, and sharing the things that we add to our collection. So please feel free to subscribe to our channel and check out our Twitter account also, our Twitter page, which we update numerous times every day. With that being said, I'm Seth, and this is Logan, and we'll see you next time.